Hi, everybody, and welcome to our podcast. This is Emily with Local Tasting Tours, and we're doing a tasting today at Cantina Mexicana, and we're on South Park Street. I'm here with the owner, Chris Curtis. Chris, what's the best way for people to find you?
If you think of being across from the public gardens and between the Lord Nelson and the YMCA, you'll find us.
We're tasting a gordita today. It's a special that Maria, the chef in the kitchen, came up with. Can you tell us a little bit about Maria?
We put a sign up out front that we were going to be opening in a month, and I got all these calls, and all of them saying, "Oh, you should interview and you should hire Maria." So I did, and it turns out she came from Mexico, and was doing work in cleaning at hotels and doing private dinners, that kind of stuff. And yeah, she's been a godsend. She's been really great.
We have a guest today, Kate MacLeod from Halifax Headshots.com. Hi, Kate. You enjoy Mexican and spicy food, is that true?
I've had my first couple of bites, and it's wonderful. And Chris is just sitting here telling us that everything on my plate was made fresh today, and you can really taste that.
Your corn tortillas are fresh and made right here.
We have a tortilla press, and really it's just two pieces of metal with a little lever, and the more you push down on it, the thinner the tortilla becomes. So when we make our tortilla chips, we push down really hard and they get really thin, and then we cut them and bake them.
When I first came in, Natasha just shouted right out, "Hola!" It's just a beautiful environment. We're looking here at all these bright green stools and yellow stools and a mural on the wall.
Everything in here we've tried to do either local or reused. So we found a guy who was recommended, and he does street art, but he's from the NASCAD, and he and two friends came in and painted this mural on the wall. And they did it in spray paint, and it doesn't look like it at all. So it's really neat. It's a market scene from ancient Mayan times. Yeah.
Kate, maybe I'll ask you a little bit about Halifax Headshots.
Actually, this week is my first anniversary. I have a new studio space. I'm involved with Aperture Studio, and we as a group have just moved across the street from where we originally were on Barrington. So now we're in a beautiful spot, almost at the corner of Prince and Barrington, and I'm up on the second floor, so it gets gorgeous light coming in, and I try to use as much of that in my work as I can. I really am a big fan of natural light for lighting portraits. It tends to flatter everyone and just keep it really natural looking.
And you focus on headshots for business?
Yes, I specialize in business portraits. I work with individuals or with companies. Anything that's related to the company's work, their portrait needs, their profile shots for their websites are the most common thing that people come to me for. But anything to do with self-promotion or marketing, that they might need an image of themselves or something that shows the people in the business at work, I can take care of that for them.
So I've just taken a good bite of the gordita here. The guacamole is nice and chunky, and I had the green tomatilla sauce, but Kate's trying this special, I can't pronounce it, Chris. You did.
It's called Schnipek. It's a Mayan recipe. It's made with onions and habaneros, orange juice, and lime juice. It's really hot for about 2 minutes in your mouth.
And with the vegetarian tacos, are you having a spice fest over here?
It's YUMMOSKA. It's really good. I don't know, I haven't had Mexican in a long time, and this is different from what I would expect for Mexican. Fresh cilantro, and I don't know, it just pops in your mouth.
I'm really enjoying tasting the food, but I just like to finish with a couple of questions for my guests. Chris, can I ask you, do you have a food that you remember from your childhood fondly?
Yeah, my mother was Acadian, and my father was British, so I didn't get any food from my father's side. It was terrible. But my mother made tortilla every Christmas, and we would have that, and that's a real comfort food for me, tortilla.
One of the secrets in tortilla is a little cloves, maybe?
I think so. Cloves. I remember my mom used to put different spices in it all the time. Like, I remember there was a lot of parsley in hers.
Kate, just since Local Tasting Tours really likes to feature the great independent locally owned businesses in Halifax, I was wondering if you had a favorite shop or a place in Halifax that you like to visit?
You and I are both well acquainted with the Hydrostone area. And as it happens, there's a beautiful little shop called Lady Luck. It does jewelry, but there's also a little gallery space, an art gallery space in the back. And I've gone in there many times, and I always come out with something light-filled kind of work, jewel colors. I don't know, it's just something kind of funky and light and bright and beautiful. You can just feel that, you know, the handmade quality of it makes you feel good wearing it. So I don't know, I really like it.
It's a fantastic shop. I notice sometimes they have these beautiful little pieces that you can put in your hair with feathers and that sort of thing, or purses.
The staff is always so friendly, and they just, I don't know, they just encourage you to try things on, and I don't know, they're just laid back, and I really like the environment.
Thank you both. I really appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. It's been so much fun learning about Cantina Mexicana, and we've just been open since the middle of May, but a really busy lunch crowd for this area and the Spring Garden Road area. If you could give me a website and a number, Chris?
So our phone number is 492-0530, and our website is www.cantinamexicana.ca. And we're on Facebook and Twitter.
And Halifax Headshots, you're pretty easy to find.
HalifaxHeadshots.com is my website, and my number is 497-7627. And like Chris, I'm on Facebook and Twitter.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks for this fantastic food. This is Emily with Local Tasting Tours. You can find us at localtastingtours.com. Take a tour, take a bite out of Halifax.